We're smiling now, but cancer for most of us is a horrible shock. Let me introduce you to Pam Harris, who's impressed me by how well she's coped with it, in the hope that it helps you.
And again, inhale and exhale. So get a really good stretch.
Pam was diagnosed with bowel cancer a year ago. She had anaemia from celiac disease, but a wise doctor sent Pam in her mid-50s for a colonoscopy just in case.
All the way down, brush past.
She was lucky. Her cancer was caught early and she didn't need chemotherapy. But Pam was also lucky in her attitude to having cancer. From the start, she felt the first thing she had to do was stay calm.
I felt a bit as though I'd had the wind taken out of my sails, and I asked the doctor, so I think I said, pardon, as if I needed to hear it again for it to sink in. The first time it didn't sink in, and the second time I thought, oh, okay. It's very calm. I just thought, oh, okay, well, what's going to happen now then? After that initial shock, I just thought, okay, I'm going to deal with this, I'm going to get over it, and that's going to be it. It's very rare that I allowed myself to think, okay, this is going to be the end of it, because I just knew that it wouldn't be, and I'd get over it.
Fear can sometimes be almost a greater enemy than the cancer itself. Having cancer is a major life event, but Pam was determined not to make it bigger by letting the fear overcome her. She felt she had to stay in control and not give in to the fear, and she managed it.
I've got to be honest and say that there wasn't a lot of time when I was frightened. It's almost like as soon as I knew, something kicked in and it kept me level. And I just went up and down. I remember one occasion, the last day I was at work, the week before I went to have the op, I sat, it was a beautiful day, it was October, and the sun was streaming through the windows of the train, and it was on me, on my face. And something, again, washed over me. I thought, I wonder if I'll ever feel the sun again. And as soon as that thought came in, something else said, yes, of course you will. So it's almost like I was on a loop, if you like. That if something came in, it went, I got rid of it. Because I thought that's the only way. I cannot let myself be negative about it, because it wouldn't do me any good.
Bring yourselves up.
When you meet Pam, the first thing you notice, she's always smiling. It's as though as part of her therapy, she wants you to be happy as well. But of course there were times of great stress. Waiting to find out how bad her future might be after the cancer had been removed was one of those moments.
I just remember getting this feeling of just fear that really came over me that I couldn't get rid of. And I remember I said to David, whatever the results are tomorrow, please God they're good, but if they're not, I will refuse to accept that anything's going to happen, or you know, I'm not going to have long to live until I take my last breath. So you can imagine the next morning when we got the results, it was just like better than winning the lottery. It was this huge cloud just lifted off me.
For Pam, concentrating on getting well rather than on being ill was the key to feeling positive.
Well, I think surrounding yourself, first of all, by positive people. And I said to everyone, I don't want to hear any horror stories, because I think anything you have, Lynn, you get people saying, oh, I had a friend and she had bowel cancer and she lasted 10 minutes. And I don't want to hear any of that. And nobody did. Nobody did. And I thought, if anybody even starts to say anything negative about it, I will stop them. But nobody did. But a couple of people said to me, well, oh, it's really unlucky. I said, it isn't unlucky. It isn't unlucky. Lucky that I've been found now instead of 5 years down the line. So I just, for me personally, I just tried to turn everything into a positive and just tried to be optimistic as I could.
Do you have moments, because it's only 8 months since your operation, when you think about it and you get doubts or worries inside?
No, honestly. I think about it because I've got the scars to prove it. And if someone talks to me about it, then obviously it comes to the forefront. But it's almost like it's there. It's in the past now. It's not in front of me anymore. It's tucked away somewhere. God forbid anything should happen in the future, but I will cross that as and when or if and when I need to. That's how I feel.
Just get the alignment right so that the hands are under the shoulders.
Here are Pam's suggestions for coping with cancer. We hope you find them useful. Help others to help you. People often don't know how to behave around someone with cancer. Give them clues and accept their help. Try to control your fears. Sometimes fear can seem a bigger problem than the cancer. Concentrate on getting well rather than fighting the cancer. And my tip, talk about what you're going through. People who can talk about their experience with cancer tend to feel better more quickly.